Crafting a speech is the most important part of public speaking. Well, it depends to which situation you are in where you will be delivering the speech. You can have an opportunity of preparing yourself beforehand, or you might not. If you do not have an opportunity, definitely it's going to be an impromptu speech where you have to speak on spot. But generally, we get time to prepare a speech and deliver, which is going to be of a certain time span, 15, 20, 30 minutes, 1 hour, whatever it is. And we even know on what topic we'll be talking on. Today, I will be sharing the tips and tricks step by step of crafting a speech. It will make your crafting the speech easier, and you will have enough idea not only on the topic but also how to bring either your level down or your level up according to your listeners. So stay tuned till the end, and please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. To start with the topic how to craft a speech, the first thing that we need to know is know your audience. Yes, my dear friends, unless and until you know your audience, how will you craft your speech and for whom will you craft your speech? You do not know who are going to be your listeners. You cannot randomly sit down and write anything expecting that your audience will be listening to you eagerly. Primary thing that you have to do is know your audience. To know your audience, you can run a poll. You can have the interest, their age, their gender, their knowledge, their present qualification, even the location they belong to. Everything will give you a brief idea of who will be your listeners. Accordingly, you can start your speech crafting. Point 2. Once you know your audience, the second thing that you need to know is you will have to select a particular topic. Well, if you are being given a topic by the organization or whatever place you will be delivering the speech, if you already have the topic, then it's great. But generally, we do not have it. If you do not have the topic, again, make use of the poll and select your topic. Just one thing you need to keep in mind is if you are at a lower level in the sense of your expertise, then you will have to gather more knowledge to level up yourself to the level of your listeners if they are more proficient people. So, just to summarize what I said in point 2 is depending on your audience's knowledge, interest, and expertise, you will have to select the topic. It can definitely be of your own interest, but the standard has to be increased or decreased according to your audience knowledge. Now I am moving on to the next part of the speech. I have to have a proper transition, proper connection होना चाहिए मेरा intro के साथ मेरा next part of the speech का, the body. So what I will say now, धीरे धीरे जैसे मैं बड़ी होने लगी, मैं एक अजीब सा फीलिंग ग्रो करने लग रही थी. While I was a child, I was so cheerful, so happy, so joyful all the time. But as I grew up, slowly, I noticed that people are not looking at me the way I want them to look at. When I was cheerful, I wanted to just go and hug people, whoever I met. Because I was a child, a happy one, But as I grew up, if I used to do that, I felt so uncomfortable because something was not right. I didn't understand what it was. Something was not right. And that slowly reduced my way of being happy. That slowly stopped making me cheerful. I started changing. See the way I am moving into one story to another story. I'm sharing my experience, how I was as a child, then slowly as I was growing up, what brought changes in me. See the connection, see the transition. मैं अचानक से बचपन का एक स्टोरी बोल के दूसरा एक स्टोरी लेके नहीं आ गई. What I did, I am talking about myself only through another experience. Now I'm changing. In this way, you will also have to change. And then you bring another story which can connect the next part of the body. How you changed your perspective of life in the body, but the latter part of the body. Right? Now it's time for you to share your understandings and your advice for other people. What they should do, what is right, what is wrong, what is your understanding, what you think should be done, etc., etc. in the conclusion. Right? So like your understanding, your thoughts, what you think is right, what you think is not right, what people should do, how people should change, can all be brought in the conclusion. After conclusion, you will have to give a message. So the message can be your pain, your emotion. For example, बच्चे फूल के जैसे होते हैं. They are like flowers when they are born. Why don't we keep the flowers in the plants? Why do we have to pluck them? Only because they are beautiful. The flowers remain more beautiful if they are there in the plants and not when they are plucked. Please do not pluck the flowers. Let them be beautiful there. That's when you pluck them, they do not remain beautiful. They dry and they die. Message. Now you will have to connect the story. It's time for you to end it with the last line. How you will do that? You have talked about everything. We people do not understand. Through our actions, we are changing someone's lives. A little girl who was so cheerful, so joyful, has now changed completely. Her perspective towards life has changed completely and she has forgotten how to stay joyful. Was that necessary? The answer remains with you. And the speech ends. Now it's time to practice the speech. But before practicing, I'll remind you once again, it's necessary for you to go through the speech several times to filter out the best part and remove the unrequired one. Practicing. While practicing the speech, please remember that we will not go according to the words in the speech. It's not an essay. It's a speech. It depends how you speak. It depends how you need to speak. What emotions you need to add on. You need some time for your audience to understand the emotion, to let the emotion sink in them. So do not go by the words and the time limit. That as per this much time we need these much words. I do not prefer that. I practice the speech and see how it's working out. Depending on its working, I start editing the speech again. Shorten up the story or change few words in the message, in the conclusion, keeping the same thing but reducing the words. In this way I can edit the speech. So do not practice according to the words. Practice the speech with emotion, with proper body language, and do not forget to give some time to the audience when you are sharing an emotion. Let the emotion sink in their mind, their body, so that they can grab it. They can also feel the way you want them to feel. Alright? Using the body language in the correct way will be coming up in my next video. So anything you required to know in relation to crafting a speech, in relation to body language, what is public speaking, and any further questions on public speaking, I will be glad to let you all know. Will be glad to help you out. Please Do connect me, comment in the comment box if you have any queries or if you have any feedback for me. It's highly welcomed. But do please connect and stay tuned for my next video. Do not forget to subscribe and comment and share the video to all those people who are struggling with crafting a speech. Thank you so much. All the best for your speech. Goodbye. Good luck.